I say nothing to those people who think that my films focus on the struggle of black women, because they're right. It does. I'm in doing this. Let me tell you something. If I get an opportunity to put a black woman on screen for people to see them in love, in happy, in joy, in pain, in struggle, what I'm doing is a service to all people, so that people will know that black women are not just strong and one thing. They are all things, and they go through all of these different things. So to have an opportunity to be able to paint all of these pictures in all sides of it is something that I'm paying homage to my mother, to my aunt, to my sisters and friends and cousins, and the things that they all went through. So that's what I would say to that. And
Yo, so we back in here for another edition of Your Mother, and Tyler Perry, he can't read the room. Like, I hate when people answer a question, and although it makes sense, they're not getting the full implication on what people are trying to say. Or maybe the people are saying it ain't saying it right. I think they are, though. When people say that they like, Tyler Perry likes to show black women in pain mostly, it's not for him to twist it and say he wants to show them in joy, love, pain, in every aspect of life. It's to acknowledge that he always shows them in the grimmest light. Like, the worst thing that can happen to a black woman has happened primarily in his movies. Now, other genres of films like rom-coms and romantic comedies, I can honestly say that white filmmakers have a spectrum. Like, the white woman isn't just getting tortured every movie. Now, maybe it's because he writes all the content, so the ideals or the concepts come from one central point. I like to think every filmmaker has their own style. However, his isn't necessarily a style thing. It's mostly a theme thing, a reoccurring thing. It's a drag, because like, it always shows bad things happening to black women. I think that's what people need to say. Here, your content shows bad things happen to black women primarily. For Color Girls, while I like that movie, it was based off a series of poems which he screen wrote. It showed like horrific things happening to black women, right? Things that probably would happen throughout life. So I got it. However, with the Medea movies, it shows black women in a buffoonish, goofy, ignorant, not so smart light. Diary of a Mad Black Woman shows a black woman going through all types of domestic atrocities. What was that one movie he did? Obsessions. I want to say it was Obsessions. I could be wrong. No, it's Temptations. Temptations showed a black woman getting pimped out and contracting HIV. It's several other movies. Amazing Grace, or A Fall from Grace, whatever the hell that name of that movie was. It showed a black woman get bamboozled, swindled out of her livelihood, false charges of murder put on her in her elderly age. May I mind you, like, these weren't spring chickens. Like, they wasn't young women. It's 50-year-old women. 50-year-old woman in what's that one movie that I just said it? Temptations. It was an old woman recounting what had happened to her. I guess she was trying to give telecaution to another woman that came into the pharmacy. And for Color Girls, I guess they were middle-aged. They were like early 40s. I think Janet Jackson was 40 at the time. So that's what people are talking about. It's not necessarily that he shows them in every aspect of life. It's the fact that he shows bad things happening to them all the time. The Black Divorce. That movie that was on, I want to say Amazon. I watched it on Amazon. Yeah, it showed, like, after she divorced the man because he was a drunk, beating on her, berating her, Hell, even went as far as to insult her at the funeral after his family, or after her family, gave him money to bury his brother. So it's negative, bro. God damn, I don't know why I'm yawning so much. Now I'm a filmmaker, and I'm working on a horror web series, right? Season 2. It's called A Friend of Me. If you liked it, if you like to watch it, I'll probably leave the link in the bottom of the description. It's on my other YouTube page. It's on my other YouTube channel, which I put all my film content up there so you can watch it if you like. I also put my website so you can go watch the uncensored stuff, because I can't put everything on YouTube. But I will say it's a dark comedy. It's kind of like negative in the aspect that people get murdered every episode. But I also have a comedy, or not so much a comedy, a superhero movie, right? It's called Liquid City 1 and 2. That's will be on my website. I'll also leave that. I'll leave all the links in the description. I have another few web series that I got in the canon, things I'm going to work on, that are a little bit more upbeat, lighthearted. He doesn't have range. Hell, even Spike Lee went from historical with Malcolm X to comedy to Do the Right Thing to, I want to say, Mo Better Blues, which was a romantic. She's Got a Habit, which was a romantic. Inside Man, which was a crime thriller. And what other movies? I know Spike Lee got a shitload of movies. They escape me at the present moment, but those are the ones on the top of my head. All those movies have different range, different themes, and different aspects of filmmaking. Yeah, or even Quentin Tarantino, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I think that's what it was, the Bruce Lee movie, Once Upon a Time in China, some shit like that. Pulp Fiction, the Kill Bill series. What else? Reservoir Dogs, which was a crime movie. What else? Goddamn, I want to say From Dusk Till Dawn, but I think that's Robert Rodriguez. The Grindhouse movie. Like, he has range. Tyler Perry doesn't. And on top of all that, his antagonist is always a black man. His protagonist is always a black woman. I'm gonna need him to switch it up. Make the black dude the protagonist and the woman the antagonist. Hell, they do other races. I know we in Atlanta, Georgia, but there's other people of different ethnicities you could put in the movies. Even Spike Lee and Quentin Tarantino and De Palma and Oliver Stone, and even they do, Martin Scorsese, even they use different ethnicities. Like, hell, Martin Scorsese has the Irishman and he has Goodfellas. De Palma has Carlito's Way, and I think that was, I want to say The Godfather. I might be wrong. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, use different ethnicities. The reoccurring theme is in all his movies is the black woman, and bad things happening to the black woman. I know you want to showcase the black woman and give her a platform and put her out there, and that's good. But if you're gonna do that, like, switch your range up. Have a lighthearted rom-com. Medea movies are comedies, but it shows the black woman played by him as an idiot, so it doesn't help him. Hell, even get different complexion women. Every movie you just got one base, brown skinned woman. We haven't seen dark skinned women. We haven't seen high yellow women. We haven't seen biracial women. There are other types of, like, women of the tribe. That's like what I like to call them. So, like, that's my only advice. But he can't read the room, and he's trying to be a smart ass. He's trying to be a smart ass, and it's not working for him. And the more and more I see him in interviews and hear him talk, he's like a pretentious dickhead. He doesn't get it. And a lot of people say that, well, he made $1 billion. Just because you make a lot of money doesn't mean you're doing shit the right way. McDonald's makes $1 million. Their food is poisonous. Dutch Shell and BP make billions of dollars. They pollute the ocean. Coca-Cola makes billions. They use resources like water in India where people don't even have running water. Elon Musk makes billions. Currently, he's polluting the water in Tennessee for his Starlink. You can make money and don't harm people. Money shouldn't be a metric on if you're doing shit right. That doesn't mean anything. Subway makes billions of dollars. They had fucking a study that showed that their breads were made with the same chemical that go in gym mats. What the fuck are we talking about? Nike makes billions of dollars. They exploit Chinese labor and Asian labor across seas to make the shoes for $5-6. They come over here and retail them for $225, $400, $1,000. Like, there's a way to make money and not harm people. So if people are looking at the metric of Tyler Perry makes $1 billion, that doesn't mean shit. There are a lot of filmmakers that don't make $1 billion. They make just enough to make a profit, and they don't harm people. Hell, look at Ryan Coogler. He had a vampire movie, but it wasn't making black people look like fucking buffoons, idiots, or demons. If Tyler Perry had any sense, he would have took the criticism on the chin and tried to construct it a better movie. And although I would like to work with him because I feel like my content would give him more range, he's an asshole. And I'm not hating. I acknowledge that he did something triumphant, like change his life through his filmmaking. I'm not gonna say all his movies are fucked up and bad, but majority of them are. All I'm saying is that the people are trying to say, and I guess it's because they're using a layman speech, but switch your range up, bro. Like, you don't have to make black people look like the evil villains. We understand that these are black films, so you're gonna have the evil characters, the bad characters, the antagonists. It's just switch up the characters, maybe throw in a couple ethnicities, switch around the fucking genders. Have a movie where bad shit happens to the black man and he comes out on top. Like, that's why people think you're gay, because you show the black woman in a harsh light. You got all these pretty boy non-acting motherfuckers in the movies. These niggas can't act for shit. Like, he got a male crush on these niggas. In any event, if y'all like this episode, you know what to do, and I'm out.